This is going to be the last bit of food I have for the next 48 hours. Now this fast isn't for weight loss or some kind of crazy YouTube challenge, it's a little bit more than that. And in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you along on the fast with me, explaining why I'm doing it, as well as sharing tips and tricks I use to make fasting easier. So if you like suffering as much as me, you can give it a go. Okay, last bite for 48 hours. Okay, so it's Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 8:03, and I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. Oh, good morning. Well, it's not actually morning. It is 1:30 and I am already 17 hours and 30 minutes into the fast. I've already been for my morning walk and done some work, and I am starting to feel hungry, which is not the best news, but it's expected in a fast, and this is time when I normally eat. So this is kind of my body telling me, oi, where's my food that I normally eat? I also weighed myself in this morning. I weighed 169 pounds. And I know I said this fast isn't about weight loss, but you do lose weight, funny enough, when you're fasting. And I also think it helps prove that I am actually fasting, because I could just turn the camera off and eat. So yeah, we'll see how much weight I do lose over the 2 days. But now let's make an electrolyte drink. So the first fasting tip I'm going to give you is also a good dieting tip, and I think more people should implement this, and that is don't have food or drinks in the house that you don't want to eat or drink, because you can't eat what you don't have. So you can see I've just got a fridge here full of water, and I've even treated myself to some alkaline pH water, which I'm going to treat myself to for dinner tonight. For the electrolyte drink, all you need is sodium and potassium. So I've got this no salt, which is a potassium chloride, and then I've got some Indonesian sea salt, which I hope is the same as Himalayan sea salt, which is what everyone seems to rave about, but that's my sodium. And then the reason you want to add these to your water when water fasting is it helps your body absorb the water. Without them, your blood pressure can drop and you can feel faint and dizzy and get headaches and not hydrate yourself, because the water is literally just passing through your body. Okay, this is so hard to get into. I can't get the top off, so I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, that should be enough. Oh, okay, and that top came off too easy. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of sea salt. Okay, cheers. It actually tastes really nice when you're 17 hours fasted. I think I got the ratios wrong on this. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to all have sunk to the bottom. This literally tastes like seawater. That's a work in progress. Now, a question I get asked about water fasting is it dangerous? And the answer is, yeah, it is. If you push yourself too hard, it can be. Luckily, this is quite easy to avoid, and if during the fast you feel dizzy, sick, or like you're gonna faint, stop the fast. To avoid this, I suggest going slow. Maybe start off by just skipping breakfast and seeing how you feel. If you feel all right, maybe go a bit longer. Just don't try and be a hero. Another question I often get asked about water fasting is, what can you drink? And really, you just want to kind of drink water with your added electrolytes. But in theory, you can drink 0-calorie drinks like black tea or black coffee, as well as some people, or I say some, have 0-calorie soft drinks like I did in the monk fast, but I actually found out that kind of made me feel sick and gave me a headache, so I won't be doing that again. But I will be having a herbal tea in a little bit, because I'm about to head off to a coffee shop to get myself out the house, because I'm feeling tired and a bit hungry. So I'm gonna head out now and yeah, get a cup of tea. So it is almost 10 o'clock, so we're well over halfway. I pretty much worked in Starbucks for 5 or 6 hours. I was going to film in Starbucks, but there was loads of kids working in there, so I don't think it'd be very appropriate. I had myself a minty iced tea. It honestly tasted worse than just drinking plain water, but it didn't have any calories in it. But yeah, I feel pretty good actually. Surprisingly, I don't feel hungry whatsoever, and I'm actually exhausted. So hopefully I sleep well tonight, and then we're eating tomorrow. So easy peasy. It's the middle of the night. I've been awake for 2 or 3 hours now. This always happens when I fast. Maybe the first night, it's like my brain will not switch off. So I thought I'd put the camera on, and I felt like I had something really profound to say. I don't. I just wanted to let you guys know how tired I am. And I guess I'll just continue laying here in the dark, and hopefully I'll go to sleep at some point. Night. Okay, so we are so close to the end. The end is nigh. As you've probably seen previously last night, did not go so well, but I felt pretty good today. So now I'm gonna answer some fasting questions I often get asked about fasting. Number one being, how much water do you drink on a fast? And this is how much I drank yesterday. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 liters of water, but I wouldn't overthink it. You'll know how much you need to drink. You'll be thirsty if you haven't drunk enough. And if you drink too much, you'll probably get a bit of a sick feeling in your stomach. So use the guidelines. Working out is also another thing people ask me about fasting. And to be honest, for a short fast, like 1 to 2 days, I don't think it matters. But if you are doing a prolonged fast, I'd say 4+ days, then it would be good to do some resistance training to help stop autophagy happening. But nothing's gonna happen in like 2 days. Anyway, I was that tired yesterday, I forgot to try this alkaline drink. So the purpose of an alkaline drink is to neutralize the acidity in our body. And this can help with digestion, bone health, hydration, and even slow down aging. And I think it costs twice as much as regular water, so worth it or not? Let's see. Cheers. My taste buds are so enhanced from not eating that I feel like I can taste the difference in the water, but I might just be going crazy. All right, so next time I see you, I'll be trying bone broth for the very first time. Looks like we made it. And the funny thing, this happened last time I was fasting. I actually don't feel that hungry now, but I'm obviously going to enjoy eating all this. So I've got myself some beef bone broth, a papaya or half a papaya, chicken, rice and broccoli, and a coconut water, which I desperately need because I'm so thirsty. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Another common question I get is what you should eat to break your fast, and I don't think it really matters. People seem to rave about bone broth, which is why I'm going to try that in a second. But honestly, just try and eat something healthy. Your body's going to suck in all the nutrients of something you eat. You're so empty of food and nutrients. So I'd say just try and eat a healthy meal. And I think the other thing would be to not eat that much, but I think you'll find that you'll probably get full pretty quickly. I honestly think even this is probably too much food for me right now. Anyway, let's try this bone broth. Ultimate food for gut health, metabolism, lean muscle joints, and glowing skin. So, oh, it's got like a gnarly skin on top. Do you drink broth? I got a spoon. It looks very liquidy. What the hell? I think that's just dried ghee. Okay, let's try the actual bone broth bit. Maybe this is supposed to be warm because this is cold and this tastes disappointing. That's what that tastes like. Okay, let me try something I know will actually taste nice. Now we're talking. Oh yeah. Oh my yeah. That's what we needed. I'm gonna need some alone time with these guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. That was disgusting. So it's been a couple of days since I finished the fast, and I wanted to finish the video by explaining why I did the fast and what I got out of it. Now, about 2 months ago, I got dengue fever, which you haven't heard of it. I guess it's like a real bad case of man flu. I was in bed for about 10 days feeling like I was gonna die. And then ever since then, my body's kind of felt run down and I feel like my immune system has been compromised. So the main reason I wanted to do the fast was to give my body a reboot, and fasting is good for this for 3 reasons. Number 1 is your body can put the energy it usually uses digesting food back into repairing your immune system. Number 2 is it helps lower inflammation. And number 3 is autophagy. Autophagy is when your body begins clearing out old damaged cells, starts rebuilding new healthier ones. I guess it's the equivalent of giving your body a bit of a spring clean, and afterwards I always feel energized and just a lot better in general. However, as you may have gathered from this video, fasting isn't that easy. This is speaking from someone who once fasted for 7 days, and that is also one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, to keep myself accountable and make sure that I stuck to it, so thank you for that. And finally, is fasting good for weight loss? And I'm gonna say yes, but probably not for the reason you think. Yes, during the fast I lost 3 pounds, and even here a few days later I still weigh 3 pounds less than when I started the fast. So the reason I think fat loss is good for weight loss, or better put, weight management, is it helps you build a better relationship with food, making you realize that a lot of the time you're eating habitually rather than because you're hungry. So you can ask yourself the question, am I eating because I'm hungry, or am I eating to fill a void? And don't get me wrong, you can eat to fill a void from time to time, just realize you're eating to fill a void. And most importantly, if you've never fasted before, I urge you to try it once just to experience what it's like to break a fast. Flavors and tastes are enhanced and it's like you're experiencing food for the very first time. Though I would suggest to avoid breaking your fast with cold bone broth.
Oh, that was disgusting.